Good, everybody. We're back.
What it is, family. This been a long time coming. We coming back. Davis Chronicles. We switching some things up. We still Davis Chronicles, but this is going to be Davis Media.
And this time it's a little different.
Yeah,
This is for better or for
yeah.
worse.
For better or for
So,
worse, no more life with Sofa and Slim. I mean, I feel like that's just we might still use that for vlogs and stuff like that, but Um, I'm grown now. I'm 30, so Slim is like the old me. Becoming this new man. So yeah, for better or for worse. Let's get it.
yes. So,
What it is, we got Pablo in the building.
shout out to
Shout out
Pablo.
SMG. Shout out the Dorseys, our friends. They've been trying to put us on. Um, Go check out their podcast as well, Marquee Unfiltered. Uh, yeah, shout out to y'all.
Yes. So, we're going to dive right in. Um, Thank you guys for always supporting us. Shout out to our subscribers who stayed subscribed. Shout out to all of our followers who push us to push out the content.
Yep.
We're listening and we appreciate y'all.
Everybody holding us accountable. Where the
Yeah.
podcast? Where the pranks and all this? You know,
So yeah, get
it's
ready.
been a long time coming since 2021, and man, we got a lot to catch up on. But
Yeah.
we just gonna start.
Yeah. So why did we start our podcast originally? Like, take it back to 2021. Why do we even do this from the beginning?
Well, I'll answer that since you asked the question. We started this originally because I believe God just wanted us to. Um, we always had a peculiar relationship.
Right.
We've
That's
been
true.
best friends since 14. Um, we've been together since 18, and we've had a lot of hardship, a lot of growth, a lot of different stages in life, a lot of things we overcame. Um, yeah, so it's a lot that we can may help someone with, or you guys may going through something right now that we've been through, or can relate. Especially for me as a grown man, I'm 30 now. We've been together since I was 19, 11 years. So we, this woman been with me through all the trauma, through all the toxicness, the streets, the all of it. So yeah.
Yeah, and for me, again, I feel like originally we were together for a very long time, and now we've been married for a few years. And ultimately, we wanted a safe space for people to know what it actually looks like doing this thing called for better or for worse, in real time and having real conversations in a safe space. And, it always was like group conversations with friends or with family. But look, this the real 15 years in, going on 3 years married, and let's have real conversations about what it actually looks like saying for better or for worse.
And one thing I want to add, everything is going to be directed back to God, at least with me. God,
Me
yeah.
too.
I'm not saying that, babe. But anyway, uh, so I feel like God gave us this name the other night. When we had a
A couple
name,
weeks ago, this was a month, probably a
and
month
we've
ago.
been wondering if we wanted to change the name for since yeah,
Years.
really for years.
Yeah, since the
Yep,
beginning.
and I can really honestly say that we have been living for better or for worse since the beginning. We've
Yes.
been committed. Uh, you can ask, rest in peace, Granny, her grandmother. You can ask her family that knows. She always been my wife. I always wanted to marry her straight out of high school. So I always been committed. We always been committed to each other. And
Literally, yeah.
for better or for worse, that's what it is.
And that literally leads right into the next question. And for those who don't know us and everyone who is new, how did we first meet? What's your interpretation of how we first met?
We first met. So I'm a church kid. We both are church kids. But she um came to my church and sung, I believe. I think I remember what she even had on. I think she had like a white skirt.
Yeah, it was a white skirt. This one, the shoulder crop tops was in. Yeah, it's with the big tall
And
heels. Was trying to do something back in the back in the day. That's crazy, like 2011.
yeah. So yeah, that's how we met. And I guess she can tell you.
I did like you, and then I'm like, I don't like guys to be in everybody's face. So you trying to be my friend? And then
She
yeah,
friend
we
zoned me.
was friends on them, but we was friends for like basically that's how it really started as a friendship. Since then, and that was like literally the very beginning of our actual knowing each other relationship.
Yeah. So what was your first impression when you saw me?
Yes. So my first impression was, oh, he cute. Oh no, he in everybody's face. I don't like people who be in everybody's face when all the girls' faces. Like,
Those my
no,
my
that's just
outside
not me.
days.
Yes, no, that's not my type. That's why you could just be my friend for real, cause I don't like guys who be in everybody's face. So that was my first impression, and I'm like, oh, he can sing, he dressed nice, he got a good personality. So that's really how that was my first impression. Oh, yes, he could really sing. Yeah, that was
I
my
used
first
to. I used to
impression.
be a beast, but now I can hold a note.
Mm,
I can hold a note, you know.
that's funny. Um, well, let me see. Wait a minute. Okay. So when did you realize our friendship was going to transition to something serious? We taking it
Yeah,
all the
we
way
it's
back.
a so as we continue along this for better or for worse,
We'll
we'll
dive
dive deeper
deeper
and deeper because there's so
into
much
our
context.
history.
But
But we're not diving too deep. We
um,
just going with the flow for now.
yeah, yeah, for now, yeah. But what I was about to say. So at this moment, we've been best friends for a while. I'm probably like 17,
Years
yeah, for a couple years, and
on and
I
off.
was in the streets heavy. I was in the streets heavy, man, and I got into it with some people, and uh, I just asked like she was like my last resort. I asked her like, "Hey, can I, stay at your house for a couple nights?" Ask Granny, see what it is. I'm sorry, that's too open. I don't care, and I don't. That's why we gotta be open. And what was the question?
Look,
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah. How our
crazy.
how our friendship
Yes.
crossed. So once that happened, and then I just seen how she was there for me. You know what I'm saying? I was really like at my lowest of lows, deep, 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 deep depression, man. And she was just there for me. Like I never really had someone like genuinely care and there for me how she was. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started looking at her different. It's like something changed in my eyes. It's like, oh snap, you know? Because at first, like she said, she friend zoned me or whatever, but we was really just friends, and how she was back
Yes,
then,
originally.
she was loud. She was a little ghetto a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not just, it was just too much. So I ain't like her like that.
I mean, we're teenagers.
Yeah, so I ain't really like her like that. And then we was kind of toxic as best friends, so we
Very
would cut
toxic
each other off
friends.
here and there.
Very true.
We both like headstrong. And but like yeah, that moment in my life, that time in my life, how she was there for me, just she was already making me meals. She would help wash my clothes when I was down to my last. She would scrape something up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really down, and that's when I was just like, oh,
And more than that, I will uplift you. I will be
yeah,
present. I'm here
yeah.
for you.
Like nobody, a opening ear, a understanding ear.
My real
Yeah,
friend.
a real friend. But it was like deeper. Like once we got in that situation, it was like a deeper level. Yeah. So that's when I knew I wanted to marry her. We weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend yet.
So for me, I would say the relationship really changed when you honestly was seriously trying to pursue me, And I'm like, oh, he's serious. You wouldn't let up. You were very consistent for at least 7, 8 months. Consistently, like, really, I like you. I want you. I want you to be my girlfriend. No, you are my best friend. I don't date my best friend. Like, 100%, that's really how it started. But after a consistent 9 months, and I was really starting to experience a lot of things around that time, and not too many people show you that they're genuinely there for you, like 100% vulnerable, open, honest, and available, and that they're a safe space where you can be vulnerable and open. So that for me was a turning point. Like, wow, this man really loves me. How? Like, he really loves me for
Yeah.
me, literally. And I was a tomboy back then. So that was a lot.
You was like 50-50.
50, yes, heavy on the 50-50, but 50% tomboy, 50% girly girl.
Because when
It
it was
was,
time to go out, you'll still put your heels on and stuff
yes,
like
but
that.
when I'm chilling, I'm
Hey,
chilling. Like
Jordans, jeans,
Jordans,
t-shirt.
jeans, t-shirts, afros, like literally, like,
One thing I want to say, like, she really made me work. She was really, I wouldn't say playing hard to get, but she was playing hard to get. Like, I couldn't hold her hand. Like, I couldn't really touch on her. You know what
I
I'm
didn't know
saying?
if you was serious because you were my
Yeah,
friend or you
exactly. And that's
really,
one
really
thing she
wanted
was
me for
worried about.
me.
Like, if I just wanted to
Yes.
have sex with her, just to, have her as a scorecard. You know what I mean? And I just had to keep reassuring her, like, I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, and eventually we became boyfriend and girlfriend, and we decided to take it slow. And it was actually a beautiful relationship that was cultivated, like truly not planned, not expected, for sure. And it
Definitely not
just
expected.
it was beautiful, honestly. Even in the early days when it was rough. But what were some early challenges for you, do you think we had?
Some early challenges.
For me, it was trust. I feel like I didn't know if I could trust you, but I was in a place where I was reconsidering trust from everyone around me.
That's a good question because in the very, very beginning, because when I feel like I want you, like I fall in love. I guess I fell in love fast or whatever, And then you was already my best friend, so I knew I didn't want nobody else, right? And I didn't. I don't know. I really didn't have no nothing that we had to. I don't know. I guess you can say as we started continue growing, I started realizing I had problems looking back. But in the like as we were growing, I didn't realize I was controlling or um, clingy, things of that nature.
Yeah. Okay, well, did you think we would end up together?
Hell no.
I didn't. I thought I was gonna have a best friend for the rest of my life, like how people be having best friends
Hell,
since they known since they was
hell yeah.
preteens. I really thought that's what I was
Hell
gonna
yeah.
have. Yeah.
Hell no. I ain't never think we was gonna be together. Like when I say like we had that moment, like she liked me in the very, very beginning, like we met at
Yes,
church,
I
but I
did.
never
And
really
then
liked her. Like no, I love her now, but I'm just being real.
yeah, because we were different
Yeah,
people
so
for
like
sure. I was always outgoing, an extrovert. I like to
and
do
she
what I
got a
want to do
mouth
when I
on
want to
her,
do
you
it.
know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yes,
with none of
very
that,
much
especially me
straight up.
back then, because I was like a playboy for real. So I get my way, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't dealing with all that. You gotta tone some of that down. And she wasn't with none of that. So hey, we just butting heads all the time. Like, all right, best friend, bye.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll talk
That's
to
why
you
we
in
would cut each
four
other off.
months.
Yes, yes, facts. That is true. And then we randomly see each other like, oh my God, how you been?
Oh, I'll be going through
Yes,
something because she was driving at 14. Like her grandmother would let her had a car and stuff like that. So like she would help me,
his granny.
uh, or whatever. Yeah,
Rides. I
rides.
would give all my
Yeah,
friends
wherever
rides
I need to go.
at 14 driving
As long as I
everywhere. It
help her
was
put gas in the car,
crazy.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Because my grandmother didn't play that. I better not come back with no empty tank. And she had a 19 whatever Cadillac. Oh, yeah, no. You better put some gas in this tank. This tank swallows gas, okay? So I was outside, east, west, Owings Mills, Randallstown. I was doing too much,
Yep, too
Yvonne.
much. Out.
I'm going to church. No, you're not at church.
Lying to the elderly.
It's okay. I'm honest. I told her eventually.
She was clocking that mileage. She already knew.
She love me. She trust me. Where you at,
Rest in peace,
baby?
Granny. We miss you.
Yes. But fast forward um to marriage. 15 years later or before marriage, engagement. Let's get there. Um how do you believe each of us have changed around the time we were engaged or we got engaged? If you want to talk about engagement, we can, but
I mean,
just
no,
how we
yeah,
changed up until that
yeah,
point.
because it's only the first episode. We can always dive deeper as we continue more episodes, but we just been, as we go, we go. But I feel like we changed a lot, more so the growth on my end, because honestly, my wife, even though she got a mouth on her, she always been loyal. She always was about her own stuff, independent, smart. She really could have been anything and did anything. And really, uh, in my younger years, I feel like I held her back because I was just in the streets. I was a bad influence on all of my friends back then. So I feel like more so the change was more so on my part, really, because of I was dealing with a lot of anger from parents, from my upbringing, from past relationships, trust issues from past relationships. I was in a real bad relationship, and I had a problem with, just girls being outside, I guess, because I was just used to being lied to. I was in a real bad relationship. Like, Shorty was a compulsive liar, and so like rebuilding that trust in the woman, you know what I mean? Like, if you wasn't on my hip, I couldn't trust you, and that was just toxic. Looking back on it, right? So I feel like more so on my end, I had to change to keep you,
Mm.
and that started 2018. My wife, we actually broke up one time, but if we didn't break up, we wouldn't be together to this day. I truly believe that because it took for her to leave for me to recognize how toxic and how terrible I was. I was very verbal abusive. Just, you know, I would punch holes in the walls and stuff like that for years. We had a car. Uh, I'm just being real with my talking because these are real conversations that we
Yeah, this is
overcame
real.
so we can be
Yeah.
together today. So like, she honestly had to leave me, and granted, she was dealing with a lot of other things, but I was supposed to be her safe space, and I was pretty much the complete opposite of that. So I feel like most of the change was really on me, especially once I realized like, oh, she can leave me, and then I started dating. It was one point in time I didn't think we was going to be back together at all. So I started dating other women, even though I was still in love with her, and other women was saying similar things that she would be saying for years. And that's when that was just eye opener for me. Like, wow, I am this way. Wow, maybe just look at myself in the mirror and just accept the bad so I can just grow as a man. Even though I may have messed up with her, I still want my first marriage to be my only marriage. I never wanted baby mamas. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to better myself and grow. So by the time we got back together, I was already growing, and then that just continued. Yeah, it wasn't all what they could say linear growth. Is that correct? Yeah,
Linear.
it wasn't all straightforward or straight vertical. To the best of the top, but it was ebbs and flows. But I feel like more so the growth was definitely on my end. You had your problems, but I feel like I was 70% because I brung the worst out of you.
And just for some context, I didn't just leave him. Around 2018, I left everything. That was a very, I want to say, pivotal point in my life. I lost my mom, my biological mother, who I really wasn't super close with, barely knew, honestly. And it was just hard for me all around the board, like dealing with family and then being in a relationship where I don't have the support that I needed as far as like grieving and support. And yeah, even with my family, I didn't feel supported with them. They're like, why are you crying over somebody you barely knew? It's just like, damn, everybody's heartless. So I really needed to be away from everything and everyone. I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh, and I literally went and got it. And shout out to my best friend at the time, and I went to move with her. And hey, I got a fresh start. Literally, like just starting fresh. Um, healing.
Let me tell
It's
y'all
crazy.
how cruddy she was, but now I now
Not
I
too much.
now I know
Not
she
too
needed to do it
much.
because looking back, I wouldn't let her leave. I wasn't with that, and so she moved to
Nobody
another
wanted me
state.
to leave. Nobody wanted
Pablo,
me to
she
leave.
moved to another state and told me I will Chris. I think it was Christmas coming up. Something.
I told everybody, not just him. Let's clarify that. I
She's
told
like,
my
"Oh,
whole
I'm gonna be
family I'm
back. I'm
coming
gonna be
back.
back by Christmas.
Told
Christmas
my whole
come, she ain't
family
back." And she like, "Oh, I'm gonna be back by our anniversary. Our anniversary
did not
is
come back.
Valentine's Day." So once
No,
I'm
still
like,
gone.
"Dang, she ain't coming back." Like that joint, my
No.
heart was crushed. I'm like, "Oh, I'm up in the middle of the night bumping Neo, all type of music, man. Smoking cigarettes. I've been quit smoking cigarettes."
Let's go back to the hugs.
But yeah, it was
Yes.
terrible. But looking back,
That
like
sounds
she needed
crazy.
to do that because
I did.
we
It was for
wouldn't be
me.
where we at today.
Yeah. And mentally I wouldn't be where I am today. Literally healed, strong, confident. Yes. Definitely wouldn't have been where I am today for sure. So yeah, things happen for a reason. So yeah, that's how that was. That was definitely one of the hardest seasons of our relationship though. Dealing with grief and being in a relationship with people who don't know how to support you is hard. And then trying to love them while they don't know how to support you is even harder. Because you're pouring from an empty cup, and now your cup is cracking, and you're still trying to pour. So, it's protect your peace, everyone. No matter what that looks like. Just a sidebar: always keep God first in everything you
Than
do, no matter
everything.
what you
Right.
do. Because if it wasn't for God, I definitely would still be lost. So I'm so happy that I have a firm foundation in Him, in Christ. And yes, my support system started supporting when they realized I was not coming back. And it wasn't even more so like financial, it's more like mental. How
Yeah.
are you? What's wrong? Emotional, well, how can we support you? What can I do to be there for you? So if you do know someone who has lost someone recently or even years ago, check on them. See how they're doing. It's hard. Birthdays, holidays, yeah, right? But no, every day these people are thinking about their loved ones. Every day. Not a moment goes by. They see something and they're reminded of the person they love. So always check on your friends, your family, and be very cautious of how you show up for people, even when you don't have it, because that's what real friends and real family do, no matter what. But yes, back to back to it. What? Let's get into it. So we got married, right? September 2021. Oh, September 2023. My bad. We got engaged in 2021. His junior was born December 2021. He proposed to me. It was beautiful. Was not expecting that, and it was amazing. It was on Christmas. It was beautiful. It was amazing. I got a ring, diamond rings, necklaces. It was cute. Christmas came early. It was beautiful. But we didn't actually get married until September 2023. Do you want to talk about the waiting period and what that even looks like?
Yes, that's a very good stage because that's a very good question. Shout out to my wife. A lot of people gloss over that because I'm a man of God and I'm at that time I was just transitioning into coming back to God fully. So looking back on it, you realize a lot of people don't last in marriages because at the end of the day, it's just spiritual warfare. So
And people aren't addressing it as
yes,
such.
it's not just regular arguments. It's really the enemy sees what you're trying to do and he's trying to disrupt it. Um,
Any way possible.
yeah. So the waiting period, there's a lot of things to touch on, but I just remember every time we would get in an argument, we would say, "Oh, I'm not marrying that. I'm not marrying this. I'm not marrying that." Um, just a whole bunch of fear of things continuing to be the same that keep us not saying, you know, I do at the altar, right? So, um, yeah, that's one thing I remember. Also, I was going to say something else about the waiting period.
One thing I was gonna say about that waiting period, a lot of people pause or they push back their wedding date because they want things to be a certain way. And I was in that place too. I wanted certain people to be there for me, showing up for me. I wanted certain people to be present. I wanted to have a certain look and a certain goal. And really, I just kept pushing it back. Like, no, we could do it later. Well, let's keep planning. Let's keep planning. No, like after but so long, I think for me it really took premarital counseling to be like,
Yep.
really, what are you waiting for?
Yep.
What are you waiting for? You love this person. This is what you guys want to do. Why are you waiting? Some people wait because they want somebody to change.
Yep.
They're trying to support their partner. It's so many reasons and so many levels. But when you say that you want to say I do, none of that matters. Go for it. Literally, like, go for it. That should be nothing holding you back. Forget all of the people. Go get married and plan everything else later. Literally, time waits for no one. So don't push it back for you. Like, do this. You deserve this. So that's one thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was going to say the same thing. You want everything to be the perfect, and 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be perfect. Uh, I don't know what the statistics is or
Hi.
statistics. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Statistics.
Yeah, but if anybody have the perfect wedding, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna last.
Yeah, a lot of people, statistics really say the majority of people get divorced in the first year. They
All
spend
that time, all
at
the
least
focus,
$60,000 and you're divorced within the first
the
12 months.
focus on a nice day, feeding other people. That's not really going to be supporting you when you need to be supported, supporting your marriage. Really, they're going to be telling you to leave. You know what I mean?
And for me, it's like really some people you spend all of this money, but where's the substance? You're focused on one day, but where's the substance? The 364 days between that, okay? And that's what truly matters. What you come home to every night and what you're dealing with on a regular basis. And people don't prioritize that. They prioritize the celebration. So,
Also,
yeah.
I want to say, even though this may be left field a little bit, but I, looking back now, everything, all of it is like spiritual warfare. Like you may lose friends, you may lose parents. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Not like death, but like just they may not be supportive.
that's true.
So a lot of things can come across and deter you from being married or from continuing on to the altar.
That is true. That is good. And that's very true. Where am I at? Okay, this is just a brief question. What surprised you most after getting married? Like what's something that truly surprised you most? I don't think I was surprised with anything at this point. Hate to say it, but after you have a baby and you're already in a serious relationship, it's like but so much can surprise you anymore, like with people, things that happen. Um, so I truly wasn't too much surprised most after marriage. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing for
Well,
me.
I say because I'm big on commitment, and I believe that's true marriage. Before you go to the have the ceremony and everything, I was already claiming you as my wife. But I will say this: even before, yeah, before Junior was born, when you were pregnant, um, what made me propose was just realizing that we was finally becoming in a healthy space. Whereas though I come home from work, she cooking, she running me bath water, rubbing my back, like just catering to me. Because this was one thing that was a problem. Not gonna say a problem, but just I'm a real affectionate person, and she's kind of like that. Well, she was like the opposite, and that's something that she genuinely worked on for me. Even though she was affectionate, but I can be overly affectionate, and just I'm also old school, like uh, she like
Not old
even
school.
though she old school as well, she was raised by her grandmother, but like she would because this was a problem as well. Um,
What was the problem?
Not really a problem. It
What's the
wasn't really a
problem?
problem, but it was a problem. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Because
It's
I'm
like
just old school.
it's like
So
that
like
speck.
I'm not gonna say you love being outside with your friends, but you do like being outside. I'm like
I
she's an
love the
extrovert.
people
I'm an
who love
introvert.
me. Completely different people.
Her friends at the time, I didn't really like them. Shout out, I love y'all though. I know y'all gonna watch this, but
Thank y'all for supporting.
they go watch this. But they wanted to be out 2, 3 in the morning all the time. Yo, bring my wife home.
2020s.
Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that she genuinely worked on for me because she knew, and I knew uh, around this time, like 2021, that she not worried about no other guys or nothing like that. But when we was teenagers, that's something I was worried about, right? That's something like we used to get in arguments a lot. 'Cause I just thought she was going to cheat, you know.
And that's
Yeah, it
trauma.
was trauma for sure. So that caused me to be over controlling, and but like she genuinely like as we started being more and more committed, she genuinely worked on. All right, I'm a and just respecting my emotions, respecting how I feel, and all right, I'm gonna be all right, babe. I ain't gonna be out till 3 in the morning. I can be home by 1. You know what I'm saying? And if I may be out later, just text me because she'll go ghost. You know what I mean? Granted, because she having fun. They should be able to go ghost if they are loyal. My wife loyal. But if you outside and you your little thotty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2026 is different. I can't imagine being out
It's
here
not
in
even
these streets by this
2026.
point.
It's just
Well, in
it's just
general,
our
it's just
generation.
people. You're right. It's just our generation and
30
people.
now, but well, I'm 30 now.
It's
But
still a
when we was
generational thing. Like,
22,
just, yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, that is very true. Okay.
did I answer the question?
Basically, yeah, that was cool for me. How has becoming parents affected our marriage, our relationship? Because we were parents before we were married.
Right, and I feel like that's when our real commitment started. Like that's when, to me, for me, especially since I'm the man, that's when that marriage weight started. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
the spiritual.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So what was the question?
How has becoming a parent affected our relationship?
I believe it affected our relationship in a major way. And when I tell y'all, I'm always was the accountable. Like even when we have our worst arguments, I'm the one that's come back like, all right, let's just talk about it. Even though,
And I respect that. Always apologizing first.
yeah, and
Never wanting to stop getting to a resolution. Me, I need space. I leave. Give me space. I
yeah,
gotta breathe. No, I need a resolution. We have to talk. Like, we have to talk. Please, like, we just gotta finish it. Don't leave the room. We gotta settle. We can't argue. No argument. Let's just talk it out. I don't want to talk to you no more. I'm done talking.
granted, we would probably have
Respectfully.
like an hour or so of space.
Yes, yes,
We not
definitely.
leaving the house. We not doing no extra activities without us communicating about this conflict.
And honestly, that's the type of time I was on. I wanted to go out to eat and stop talking to you.
Yeah, I ain't with that. But
Yeah.
but um, what was the question again?
Yeah, so how has becoming parents affected your relationship?
Right. So once I realized she was pregnant, something changed, man. I just started looking at her different. Like, dang, this the mother of my child. She had this app to where as though you can see when the baby is being formed. You can see the little heartbeat beeping, and then the fingernails grow, and this grow, and
Every
then
step of the
this
way.
bones is growing. So it's like, and I'm, man, God, I'm spiritual. God is the author of all creation. Like,
And
and
is.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a real soul that's in my wife, that's in my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really my woman. Like, she really the mother of my child. Because my mouth was crazy. I used to verbally, that was my thing. I used to verbally abuse her terribly. Like, say anything out my mouth. You know what I mean? I would never put hands on her. Like ball my fist up and throwing fists. If I did, it's probably like a.
No, you never put your
If
hands
I
on
did, it's
nobody.
like a push, like you know what I'm saying. Barely
Barely
that. But I'm saying,
that. I
yeah.
don't even think that.
But my main thing, my problem, my toxicness was hitting walls and
Breaking
things,
everything. Like
and
you just
verbally
spent $700. I'm gonna buy another one.
or
What
verbally
is wrong
abusing.
with
But
you?
that really stopped or slowed down. Like I was way more cautious on how I was treating her because now I'm realizing this is the mother of my child. I can't talk to her how I used to talk to her. I can't, when we get in an argument, I can't like other girls' pictures too heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like just being vulnerable.
Respect.
Just being real. I can't DM girls. Sometime when I was mad, I just you want to smoke real quick? Come match a blunt with me. You know what I'm saying? And like all of that stopped. Like what? Cause what are we doing? We getting older. Even though we was 24, but it's like I said earlier, I always wanted my marriage to be the only marriage. I never wanted a baby mama. I wanted the woman that was the mother of my child to be the only mother of my children, and that's it. Like last relationship, last marriage, last baby mama. Like that's it. Ain't no another, and that's you the only one. You know what I'm saying? And so that when that happened, I feel like that's when like something clicked. Like you know, I'm taking care of her more. I'm rubbing her feet. I'm rubbing her back. Like whatever you want, you can get it. You want some steak? We
Going
going
five
to
different
yeah.
places to
We
get me
going.
food in one
If you want to
day.
go
It
out
was
Virginia, we
amazing.
going
It
out
still
Virginia
is.
just to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause at first I could be cheap. I don't care how much money I made. I can have $10,000 in my pocket. I got Levi jeans on with some Nike boots. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's one of the reasons why she loved me back then too. You know what I mean? But I can be cheap, so it's like when that happened, I was just like, whatever you want, baby. Yeah, I feel like that's what changed is my accountability heightened even more on how I treated you because now you were already delicate, but you even more delicate now because it's like I've been wanting you my wife, but we already got bills. We making a life together, but now we are really making a family. You
Creating.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this is different. This is generational. This is legacy. Yeah.
For me, I believe becoming a parent, it affected our relationship in a way where I had to become more responsible because I was outside. I liked having fun and I have to honestly put away childish things and become a mom and focus on family and planning and being more intentional about my time and how I spend it. And at first, I was very spontaneous. If my friends call me today and they want to go to DC, we're going to DC. Y'all call me, y'all trying to hop on a flight, I'm hopping on a flight. Like, I'm outside. I was that friend. And even the friend who just pops up and comes over your house, that's me. And I had to realize like certain things I cannot no longer indulge in at the level that I was because I had to be more responsible. I'm actually becoming a mom, I'm a mother. So it's not just about me, it's about me and my child. And of course, my partner, my husband, like who I am building with. So not only am I have to respect you, I have to respect my child. He comes first too. So becoming a parent in our relationship, I believe it affected me where I became more responsible, more accountable, more so of a person who cared because I was a very careless. I don't want to say careless, but I didn't care. Like I chose not to care about certain things because I didn't want to carry the weight. Yeah, it's like I don't care about that. I'm not gonna worry about that. Like I'm not gonna let that affect me. I have to care. It has to affect me. It does matter. What you mean?
I was gonna say why?
No, why?
Because we don't want to maintain patterns of our parents.
Oh yes, definitely. And that was a major thing for me too. And I didn't even dive deep into that. So for me, becoming a mom was very life changing. And I didn't want to repeat patterns of my parents. even being adopted. I don't want to leave my baby. I don't want my baby growing up with somebody else. And I'm grateful I had somebody that was still in my family, but it's like you want your child to know you and be raised by you. You want to protect them, you want to educate them. I mean, to each his own. But for me, it was a very major factor into a life changing transition for me. Very transformational. And yeah, it was one of my biggest blessings. And having Junior has been one of my biggest blessings and still is. Like, I've never experienced a love like this. And this is the love I always wanted. And I literally have it. And from you and him, y'all are my hearts. And I'm so blessed to experience a love that most people don't experience in a lifetime. So, yeah, it was very much a wake up call for me. Hey, you're not a kid anymore. So, yeah. Um, yeah. So you can still have freedom, but you have to be more responsible and very intentional about how you spend your time and how you prioritize your time. So that's just that for me.
That's real good. That was a very good topic.
And this is one question that will transition into the next part. What have you had to relearn about each other in during our relationship?
One thing I had to relearn during our relationship.
Why you thinking?
Yeah, let me think on that.
For me, I had to relearn how to be a lover. I wasn't super affectionate for many reasons, but I had to learn how to love my husband. Like, I have to love you as my friend, as my man. So I had to relearn how to love. And a lot of women don't like talking about that because you love how you want to love, but you have to love someone how they like to be loved because you think you're loving them and you're actually not giving them the love that they want. So for me, that was a game changer for me. I'm like, oh, well, I'm loving you. Well, actually, I like to be loved this way. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't know. So that was a very transitional thing. I had to relearn how to love
Yeah,
you for you. You know, like I loved you for you, but I want to love you that you feel that I love you. I want you to know it, you know?
I know it now, baby.
Oh, Lord.
My God.
But yeah. That's just one
My,
for
my.
me.
Ah.
So I had to relearn how to love. I had
Love
to
me.
relearn how to
Love me. Love
love
me.
me. um, so that's just one thing for me off the top.
Okay. I had to, okay. I had to relearn how to be a man. I had to learn how to be a leader. Um, because, like I said, we've been together since kids. We known each other since kids. So a lot of the kids stuff you think you can continue to do because you've been with somebody so long. So that get back mentality, that talk back mentality, or wanting to be right. Come on now, that's something I just that's recent right there. Like, cause
Lord,
she used to,
that's
cause she
recent.
used to always be like, you love to argue. I just Holy Spirit, God gave me like He showed me like you love to be right. I love proving points,
Yes,
and
a
what that
prover.
mean? That means I like to argue. I love proving points. But I had to learn how to lead, learn how to love a woman correctly. What I had to learn how to just be the man that you need, and also that I want to be for my son and for my family and for you. Yeah. What you was gonna say?
No, nothing. That dives basically into what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, I feel like you had to relearn how to support me
Yes.
and what support looks like for me.
Yes. That's true. 100%. Yep. I sure did. Am I doing a good job?
Yes, you doing good. You doing good. You doing pretty good. You know, I like that. You doing good. You get A's all across the board. But again, it wasn't easy. It takes
Yeah,
time, you
and
know.
patience
Heavy on patience and not giving up
and
and staying the
grace
course.
and grace.
Okay, one thing I do want to do next. So that was great because that is something that really helps. And as we transition into why for better or for worse, we're gonna open an envelope but we're gonna ask a question first. So, what does the phrase mean to you now versus when you got married? But before we say now, let's grab these envelopes. Yours are for worse, mine is for better.
Okay.
So I get yours,
Oh
you get mine.
man. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to read mine.
Oh Lord, I hope I can understand his handwriting. I was writing in cursive, so I can hope you understand my cursive. It's only one page. I just like multiple pages because
Okay. Want me to read mine first, or
you read, you can't understand it. Oh, yours
yeah,
easy.
plain and simple. But I can elaborate.
So this is how did you view merge then versus how do you do now? So that's what we wrote down. We took the time to actually pre-answer these questions. So basically, what does that phrase mean to you then? That's what we wrote down the answers to, and now we're gonna answer what does that mean to us now? So then for Caleb in the beginning, it meant my view was that I was what? Saying I do as we are as we are. As we were. Okay. My view was that I was saying I do as we were. With is that with? Without
With no hope of growth.
okay, with no hope of growth. Okay, go ahead. I can't read the rest of this.
Okay.
I can, but
So mine's was my view was that I was saying I do as we were with no hope of growth and handling things on my own and holding things in.
that was really your view. Wow, not handling things or holding things in. That is toxic. That's why people get divorced.
It was one point.
Very much unhealthy.
It was one
That's why
point in our
people cheat and
relationship
stuff.
where
We were holding stuff in.
even that is just I was so focused on trying to be better for you that yeah, so I would my how I feel was being overlooked because of my past. So I was known for being toxic. I was known for being controlling. I was known for being all of these other things. So when we started getting a healthy place and I still felt certain ways, it was just dismissed. So I thought I had to live with that dismissed.
Holding it
Yeah.
in. Oh, that's deep. I think a lot of men experience that.
Yeah.
That's not healthy though.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I'm happy that you created a safe space for me to not be able to do that and understand and, you know, yeah, I love you more. All right, yours. I view marriage as a partnership when the couple keeps God first but gets but
I said
but
cursive.
puts
You doing
couple keeps God first but puts what is that? The S?
that's an E. That's a cursive E.
Not a cursive E. I like a
That is a cursive E.
but puts each.
That is definitely a cursive.
Okay.
That's a
All right,
cursive E,
Let me
bro.
read. Let me
What?
read. But puts each other. Okay, let me start over. I view marriage as a partnership when the couple keeps God first, but puts each other first, no matter what. Doing what it doing what it takes to get to stay together and keep each other happy.
Yeah, that was then.
Oh, that's then.
Yeah, that's then.
That's still good for now.
A little bit, but
That's
not
a good
necessarily.
foundation, though.
Well, now for me, I view marriage as a little bit off of the foundation where I started. You do keep God first, because marriage is a three strand cord. It's like a braid, not a twist. A twist is two people intertwined, but you have to have God at the center, so it's a braid. So with keeping God
I'm about to
first
open up the
on
Word of
both
God.
ends, we might keeping God first in my heart and His heart, aligning ourselves with God and
Facts.
still loving each other because He's the braid that keeps us
That's
together.
facts.
So keeping God first in our relationship. However, something I did learn, and a lot of people don't talk about this, but it doesn't really talk about people who are married being happy with each other. Like you want to be happy with your partner, but happy it's not really, yeah, instead of just staying together for 20 years faking like you are happy, but like now I view marriage as a genuine joy. You want to be full of joy when you're with someone through good days, bad days, hard days. You want to be full of joy. We can be sitting down outside homeless eating snacks and we still love each other. That's the kind of love I want. Me, I can't talk anymore. You still love me, making me laugh, and bubbles of spit is dripping down my mouth. Like that's the kind of love I want. So even when it's not easy, when it's difficult, and you still sincerely love me and I love you, and no matter what that looks like, we are here for each other. One thing I did right is doing what it takes. A lot of people do what it takes, and that's why they're miserable, because they do what it takes to stay together, but they don't do what it takes to prioritize their
They don't do
marriage.
as
Yes, what's needed in prioritizing their marriage to flourish. They prioritize and do what it takes to stay together. I don't want to just stay together. I want to prioritize us enjoying each other in this covenant. So yeah, I guess if I did say that differently, I don't know. That probably could be confusing for y'all, but I'll break it down. If you got questions, comment and I'll answer it.
That's good,
Yeah,
baby.
say less. What about you? What's your now? How do you view marriage
View
now?
marriage now. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm a man of God, so I view marriage now as a direct mirror of how Christ loved the church.
Oh, that's a fact.
I view
That's
marriage
good.
now on what Jesus did at the cross.
What did Jesus do at the cross?
Laid down his life for his bride.
Who the bride?
Who the bride is us, the church.
Who the church?
Who's the church?
All right, you gotta break this down for people who don't know nothing.
Oh, so I'm more confused because you looking confused, like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I know what you're talking about, but I want to answer for people who don't know. Like, Christ laid down his life
He
for
gave
the
up his
entire
life for the
world.
entire world because the world was full of sin. It was full of wickedness and
Judgment and
yes.
wickedness.
So he only saw fit that he gave his only son the most pure sacrifice that can be made for the whole world. You know,
And love them unconditionally. So that's one thing I do see. It's
it's
unconditional
unconditional
love.
love because. So, all right, quick Bible study. In the Old
Quick Bible
Testament,
study.
we had to obey the law. So the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, those type of things. In the Old Testament, it was daggone near impossible to keep those laws. So according to the law, we was all damned to hell. No matter how many times the people of God turned their back on Christ, turned their back on God, and started serving other idols and started serving other gods, God still loved his people. He still redeemed his people over and over and over again for hundreds of years. Right. And so he saw fit that, we can never be perfect. We can never live up to the law to be righteous how we need to be. You know what I'm saying? So he gave his son to die for our sins and rise to fulfill the law. So now we are not condemned, or we're not
Condemned.
bound
Bashed.
law.
Yeah,
Now
or
we are
bound.
redeemed in Christ and his finished work for what he did. What does that mean is that when Christ died and rose, he when Christ died, he fulfilled the law. So now all of the what is it? All of the judgment that was needed, you know what I'm saying, to take, he took it all. Right. And when he rose, now God sees even when we sin, God sees us. God sees his son. I'm sorry. God sees his son no matter how dirty we is. So now we are clean through Jesus. we'll never be clean because of our works, our fasting, because of whatever
Trying to do
whatever
good, be a good
religious work.
person, live a good
Yeah.
life, try to go by the book and not do anything wrong. None of that
Fast forward, I
matters.
say all that it's a direct mirror because in the scriptures it says, "Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church." Because no matter how dirty we are, no matter how many times we continue to love ourselves and continue to have our own desires and still turn away from God, He still loves us no matter what. So just um, imagine your wife cussing you out, beating on you, cheating on you over and over and over and over and over and over, and we just saying, "Lord, we sorry, we sorry, we sorry." That's that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's like a mirror. So no matter what my wife does, I still have to love her as Christ loved the church.
Yep. And no matter what you do, I love you
Like
unconditionally.
unconditional love. Yeah. I hope I explained that good. Now you put me on the spot. But I hope I explained that good. I hope I ain't butcher that.
But yes, I hope you didn't even. But I don't feel like you did though.
Butcher that.
If anything, I feel like we'll dive deeper into what that looks like as
Yeah.
Christ loving the
So that's how
church. And the plain way to say it is God gave unconditional love to people who didn't
we
deserve it.
still don't deserve it.
And we,
There's
we
nothing
still
we
don't
can do
deserve
to
it.
deserve the love that he gives.
Nothing we could do till this day.
Every thought that we have, every sinful thought, every sinful nature, every sinful thing that we
Every struggle
really is a sentence of death. And he continues to give us fresh grace, fresh mercy every single day,
and yep, new
fresh
life.
love, fresh blessings. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't deserve it.
Because even in your imperfections, God loves you. And that's the love that Christ gave for us. Unconditional love that'll never go away. Literally. No matter what we do, God will always love you. And yeah, as long as you don't turn your back on him, he will always love you. Because he don't turn away from us, we turn away from him. But that's basically agape love, unconditional love that never changes. It is constant, always there, always present. So yeah, I think that's a great way to break it down. Thank you for the quick Bible study.
I hope I
And again, if y'all have questions about that, please DM us, drop comments, ask the questions, because we will absolutely answer it for you. So one thing, before we go into the last segment, what has helped you stay committed?
what has helped me stay committed. One, my wife, because I know she's committed. I know no matter what we go through, she's never gonna open her legs for nobody else. You know what I mean? And even when she left me at her lowest of lows in 2018, I knew for a fact she wasn't opening up her legs for nobody else. I was talking to this one girl and she was like, "Oh," because she wanted to have sex with me or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't feel right because I'm integral. So I'm like, I don't feel right doing all that and knowing I'm still in love with my ex. You know what I mean? And I feel like that'll just be a waste of time. And she was just like, yeah, well, you know, I'm pretty sure she doing the same thing. You know, she left you and da da da. And I was just like, I know for a fact Sophia ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps me committed because no matter what we go through, I know that you will always be my safe space. You will always have my back. You will always speaking to me. You will always see me how God sees me. And if you don't, you will go in your prayer closet and try to. Before you bash me down, you will go into your prayer closet and pray about it and still uplift me. And secondly, which, no order, is God. Because it's still sometimes, it has been sometimes, these past couple of years, we just at odds. It seemed like we can't, um, we doing a perfect ride, and then life happens. We feel like, oh, we ain't gonna make it, and I genuinely just surrender our marriage to God. Like, God, you got to be my wife in this aspect because if you don't supplement or if you don't show up, then we may just end up leaving and being
Yeah,
co-parents and having a
facts.
broken home, and that's something that I don't want. And also, I don't want to be that example for my son, just quitting You know what I mean? And just being another statistic of bringing a life in this world, and it's not working out. And now, because I'm a real father, and now my son asking,
Very present father. You're
where's
so
dad
blessed,
at,
maybe.
or dad, when you coming to get me? Because we got to split days throughout the week, and I'm not with that. I see my son every night, every day. I haven't missed a doctor's appointment. I haven't missed a school drop off. I haven't missed nothing. No accomplishment, potty train, bottles, all of that. Change diapers. I was there for it all. You know what I mean? And so from going from that to possibly not being able to laying by myself and not sleeping next to my wife or having my son under the same roof, that's just like, that'll cause me to crash out. So that continues to keep me committed. Like, we gotta keep trying. Yeah.
Well, for me, um, some things that help me stay committed. First, God, having Him at the center, because it's easy to leave. People don't talk about that. It's very easy to leave. I'm not gonna always like you. I don't want to be around you. So it's very easy to
So a
leave
lot of times
something.
with
And I used to be a leaver. I'll leave anything. Toxic friendships, toxic relationships. It don't even got to be toxic. It could be, oh, I'm seeing too many red flags. I gotta go. I'm very big on protecting my peace, protecting my environment, my space, my soul. So yes, I'm a leaver. Deuces. So specifically in marriage, it has been only God. Number one, like you can't leave. This is it is conviction. You can't leave. I always told myself as well, I don't want to be married to two, three different people. I don't want to experience that. If I'm ever single again, I'm single forever. I don't care. Literally. So for me, first is keeping God at the forefront of everything and taking accountability to helps you stay committed because guess what? The other person isn't always wrong. You have your own things that you have to work on. And a lot of people don't like addressing where they need to grow. And I am big on growth, even though it doesn't happen overnight. That's one thing that does keep me committed. I know I'm not perfect. I have a lot of growth. Keeping God first keeps me committed. And knowing that I'm with someone who truly loves me and I can be vulnerable with you. Hey, look, I saw this today and this happened, da da da. I could be honest about anything. Having that open vulnerability with someone who can be 100% honest with you is rare, and I wouldn't trade that for nothing in the world. People don't love you for you. This man loves me for me entirely, no matter what. That is one
obsessed.
thing I would never give up. Literally. Some people, they just want one thing. This man wants everything from me. I love him. Um, So, yes, those are just a few of the things that honestly helped kept me committed. And I'm really with my best friend. People aren't with a friend. You need to be with someone who you can be vulnerable with, who you can have a friendship with, be open and honest, and talk about anything. So, yes, those are some things that help me stay committed.
So I also want to say just that conviction is. I just want to touch on that because it's been a lot of time. Because the devil, he'll make it easy to exit,
It's
and
very easy to
he'll
exit.
easily put that in your ear. Yo, just leave. You can start fresh. And but every time I wanted to leave, God will always say, "Don't." Every single time, go back, apologize, even when I know I'm not wrong, and just having a relationship with God to where as though because people expect you're going to get every single thing from your spouse, and that's just not true. And that's why you need to have a real relationship with God because if you don't, it's still going to be a void, right? And people laugh at me, or I'm gonna say laugh. They compliment me as well too, because I always bring my Bible around, especially at church. I always bring my Bible and stuff. But I really cultivated a relationship to where as though every time I felt some type of way slighted, um, I just go to God. I open my word, and He may give me a scripture to read, or I just go back into studying what we've been studying, me and my wife, or something I've been studying on my own, and just trying to open the door for God to come in to supplement.
I love that. And that makes a big difference in totality, honestly. But we thank everybody for joining us.
Thank you guys. This episode one of For Better or For Worse. If you guys got
Yes,
any questions, comment down below, DM us. Also, this is just the beginning. For Better or For Worse is a podcast for me and my wife, but it's also a podcast for you,
for
married
y'all,
couples.
real
If you have been
conversations.
committed, you can be boyfriend and girlfriend at least 3 to 5 years. We will also want to interview you guys and see, what makes you stay committed for better or for worse.
Yes, and just to let y'all know, we are here to talk about marriage conversations, parenting discussions, communication, conflict resolution, and what that looks like in a healthy manner, and balancing marriage and parenthood. And how do you keep a friendship alive? Let's talk about it. So talk to us, write us letters. We're here to talk to you guys. Tell us what you want to talk about and write us a letter. It could be anonymous, it could be from you, and we are going to
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about it
read it on air.
because we're all about real conversations and really what it looks like living out this thing for better or for worse in real time.
Where can they find us at?
Y'all can find us on Instagram. What's the link? And what's the tags?
We got our Instagram is still Life with Sophie and Slim.
Click the link. Life with Sophie
Uh,
Slim.
but the YouTube, we are changing the YouTube from Davis
The Davis
Chronicles.
Chronicles. Yep, Davis Media.
Davis Media. Subscribe, like, subscribe, share.
Click the link below. Just click that direct link. No. And stay in the loop with us. Meet us on TikTok, Life with Sophie and Slim, Instagram, Life with Sophie and Slim. Tune in, Davis Media on YouTube, and tell us what you want to hear, what you want to see, or some things that you're truly experiencing and you want to talk about it. Because this is for better or for worse.
Appreciate y'all.